Let's meet Pat. Pat is 35 and lives with her mother in Coeur d'Alene. She receives supported living services in her home. It's time for Pat's SIS-A. Pat needs to choose two people that know her well to go to the SIS-A with her. She chooses her mom and her support staff to take part in the SIS-A interview. At the meeting, they will meet the assessor. This person has been trained to complete the SIS-A and will explain how the interview will go, ask the questions, and write down the answers. Pat is asked about support she needs in the areas of home living, community living, lifelong learning, employment, health and safety, social activities, and protection and advocacy. Pat, her mom, and her support staff are asked questions about how often Pat needs support, how much support Pat needs, and what types of support she needs. An example of a question for things you do at home could be, how often do you eat? Do you need support to eat? If so, what type of support do you need? During her SIS-A interview, Pat is asked 2 extra questions about her medical and behavioral support needs. These are called the Supplemental Questions. Pat and her mom explain that because Pat has regular seizures, she needs someone to be with her at all times to make sure she is safe and to use her VNS implant to help stop seizures when they start. During the SIS-A, Pat was asked about her medical support needs. Pat and her mom explained that Pat has regular seizures and needs someone to be with her at all times to make sure she is safe and to use her VNS implant to help stop seizures when they start. Because they answered yes to the medical needs question in the SIS-A, Pat's assessment was flagged for review. Pat and her mother provided doctor's notes about her seizures and VNS implant. The documentation was reviewed by the verification team, and due to the support required to monitor and assist for seizures, Pat met the requirements for Level M. Pat receives a budget based on the type of residential support she has chosen. She has chosen to receive supported living services in her own home. Her budget also includes discretionary supports. This is determined by her support level. She was assigned to support level M. Pat's budget also includes money specifically for plan development and to coordinate her supports. Add these together and Pat's support budget would fall in the range of $169,767 to $222,889. Pat has received her budget and can now develop her service plan. In Pat's person-centered planning meeting, they talk about things that Pat likes to do and what interests her. They talk about things Pat needs support to do and things she wants to learn. They also talk about the services that Pat can access. These services include adult day health, developmental therapy, non-medical transportation, and new services such as pre-vocational services, career planning, and community habilitation and integration. Pat chooses to use her budget to access some time in the community for activities that she likes. She also expressed interest in learning about getting a job and will add pre-vocational services to her plan. Pat's plan has been approved. She is happy to continue her supported living services in her home. She also has time to go into the community with a new provider she chose for her community supports. Pat spends time each week volunteering and learning about different work skills before she starts looking for a job. Pat's new budget and plan help her get the services and supports she needs to assist with her medical needs and personal interests. She is continuing to learn and explore new options in her community.